Hey guys, it's Jay. Welcome back to the channel. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot about I totally forgot about this today. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I was doing something completely different, and yeah, I just happened to remember off the top of my head. I was like, you know what, that secret sale is gonna happen today, right? I just thought of that myself, and I was like, okay, I wonder how it's doing. So, I got on the phone and did a quick check. And and then, at noon, there was it flashed really, really quickly. It flashed and it said sold out. And I was like, all right, that's not how it works. Like that's not 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. Pacific time. It flashed sold out. And I was like, okay, that's happened before. And within a minute, no, sorry, within like 30 seconds or a minute, it came back on to pre-order. And I was like, okay, there it is. But I went about my day, doing this and that, and I was just kind of curious, and I'm like, all right, I wonder how it's doing right now. And holy crap, guys! Oh my god! You know what? I knew Bearbricks. I didn't know this. I found, but I saw some people talking about this. Bearbricks are actually pretty popular. I did not know that. So, as it is now, it doesn't come as a surprise to me. But I got to tell you, when check it out. When I finally decided to take a look at what was going on, not even 20, not even 15 minutes later, not even 15 minutes later, um, I got back on the site and I'm like, all right, I wonder how this is doing right now. It it's probably not gonna. I figured it's probably gonna be an hour. It's probably gonna be, uh, maybe even for most of the day. I figured, right? I was like, okay, this probably is gonna take a while before it sells out. But yeah, that that apparently is not the case because if we if we head over to Bearbricks, Mattel Creations Bearbricks. Yeah, there it is. Bearbrick and Mishka, Bearbrick by Mishka by Motu, and oh my god, Skeletor. It must have happened in the first like 10 minutes or so. Skeletor is already sold out. Holy crap! Oh my god, Skeletor at $290 Canadian. $290. And here's the screwed up part about that, okay? I'm gonna switch back to the United States. So US price, it's $200, which is a big number. $200 is not a small number. $200 is a big number. But Canadian, let's just go back to He-Man here. Who is not yet sold out. If you guys are interested in picking up He-Man Build a Brick for what? Sorry, Bear Brick for whatever. For where I keep thinking Build a Bear, and I keep saying Build a Brick, or you know what I mean. I keep saying the same. I'm so confused right now. Anyway, if you're interested in picking up He-Man Bear Brick, do it now because it is like Skeletor sold out, and I'm pretty sure like by the time I went back, I'm thinking it happened in the first 10 minutes, maybe even faster than that. And between the two, I can see why. We'll get to that in a second. But look at the discrepancy in there is something wrong with Mattel Creations. What's it called? Conversion rates. Okay, there is something seriously wrong with their conversion rates. All right, because $200 US. Okay, and I've been harping on this for a while now. $200 US. Okay, if we go to xe.com, if we do a quick conversion rate here, $200 US to Canadian, it's $266. Okay, $266. All right, it is not. It is not $290 before tax. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, like I don't know what plugin they're using. I don't know what, but that is almost that's close to $25 more. That's like $24. My math is terrible, but it's not the right number. Let's just put it that way. It's not the right number. Even if I was to Google it, right? Google.com, you can do this easy, by the way. You can just go 200 USD to Canadian, right? It's the same freaking number. 260, 262, yeah, $266.12. By the way, yeah, it's just been steadily dropping. By the way, jeez Louise, thank you, Canada. But yeah, that's what's been going on. Like, I don't understand what is happening with the exchange rate for Mattel Creations. I have no freaking idea, but who cares at this stage? Because man, Master Universe is kicking ass. All right. Masters of the freaking universe is kicking ass. And, there's a lot of people, and even myself, you know, there's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of talk about how Master Universe is not doing well at retail. And I'm not gonna shy away from that. I totally admit that. I've been so happy to see Master Universe on the pegs. I've been so happy to see Master Universe on the shelves. Right? It's been a dream come true. Literally close to 35, almost 40 years. Sorry, it has been 40 years. 40 years of He-Man. Um, Jeez, man, I'm feeling young. I'm feeling young. 40 years of He-Man, right? And I get to see it in the stores. That is not that is not what I'm worried about. I love the fact that we're seeing Master Universe in the stores. The only issue I have, what of course I'm scared of, and a lot of people are scared of, is the fact that it might end at retail. And I'll be honest with you, it may very well end at retail. That's something that I can totally see happening very soon too. And on that note, that's probably something that may happen. But does that mean that it's going to end, at all locations? Does that mean that the line is going to come to a screeching halt? The answer is no. I don't think so. This is proof positive alone that the Master Universe brand is very, very strong. Because there's just so many people out there who are interested in it, and by their own, but just by their own press releases and everything like that, it is an iconic brand. It really is. And whenever people think about Master Universe, it really does bring back those crazy memories, and that's actually what's sustaining it. The nostalgia factor of the whole brand. So my thing is this: I really don't think it's going to come to a screeching halt at all retail. I think that it's going to survive at fan channels, which is retail. A lot of people don't think about that. Fan channels are retail. Okay, that is a retail store. That's a retail location. They are online retails as well, right? Like Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. That is retail. It's online retail, but it is retail, right? And I think that that's really where we have to come to a census with that. We have to understand that it's not gonna go away. It's not gonna go away. It's not. Master Universe is gonna stick around for a little bit longer. I don't know how long. I don't know if it's 2024, 2025, but there's a lot of Master Universe to go around. So that to me, is a really, especially this is a big indicator to me that this is not going to end anytime soon, because there's just so much interest in the brand. Now you could argue, okay, that I have to say this right because I keep screwing it up. Bearbrick, holy crap, Bearbrick has its own fans, and this is true. This is absolutely true. Bearbrick has its own brands, has its own fans. But check this out. Mishka. I keep saying Mishka, which is an apparel brand, a lifestyle brand, partnered up with Mattel Creations to do Motu inspired apparel. And guys, this is no joke. Check it out. The Mishka Motu Keep Watch Oracle snapback is sold out at 72 freaking dollars. All right, this snapback sold out. $72 is already sold out. Holy crap. Like this is no joke, man. This is crazy. Let's go back and let's that's Canadian, by the way. That's Canadian. I think it's $50 US or something. Let's just double check. Let's just double check. It was $72 Canadian, $50 US. Again, wrong conversion rate. Yeah, the Skeletor snapback sold out, right? Like crazy. What else happened today? Yeah, according to this, the acid print, what's it called? Trap Jaw they've only got a few left. They've sold out of large, they sold out of extra large, they sold out of out of double XL. They've only got small and medium left. Holy crap. right? Um, Mattel Creations Mishka Motu Good versus Evil T-shirt almost sold out. Only a few left. Again, 2XL, XL, and large, of course, adult sizes, right? Small and medium are the only ones left. These this is crazy, and this does tell me that there's a lot of Masters Universe left in the brand. Like again, uh, the Orko T-shirt, the Orko hoodie, the Skeletor hoodie, um, the blanket, which a lot of people here have been saying I would love to get that, is nearly sold out. Like this is well, actually, the blanket's actually still available. If anybody wants a blanket, if you want to curl up with your favorite Masters of the Universe characters, like you did when you were a kid, with your cartoon inspired blankie, right? Your comfort blanket, right? Uh, yeah, this is it, man. And this artwork is amazing too. Let's not forget that. Uh, Mishka, obviously, again, it's a designer brand, right? People, they're huge fans of this as well. But the reality is, this is something which is predicated on the Master Universe, is supported by the Master Universe. And I got to tell you, I think there's a heck of a lot of life left in the brand. Um, and this is just a clear cut indication that Master Universe is not going anywhere. Master Universe is very, very strong in its overall presence. What is it? Does it mean that does it mean that that's gonna happen in retail? Maybe not. That's something I think we all have to come to terms with. It might not happen at retail. It might not. It might just be a case of you know uh, big box retail. Sorry, big box retail. Um, the WalMarts and the Targets of the world might no longer be interested in carrying Master Universe, right? And I get that. I get that. They might carry Masterverse. Okay, they might carry Masterverse. They probably will no longer care. They probably will decide to either scale back on Origins or not have an Origin section completely. That's a possibility. That is a very big possibility. But that's all based on the idea that it hasn't been proven that Motu in different regions, because again the so many different factors went into this the what's been happening with Motu right now. I mean, retail did not really support this properly. The rollout from Walmart wasn't great. It really wasn't. And even when Target finally did pick it up, right, it wasn't it was a little too it was a case of too little too late, right? They're like and the pandemic really killed a lot of different retail aspirations for so many different brands. It was a perfect storm. It really was an absolute perfect storm of Master of the Universe. Its comeback, though, how they rebounded and how Mattel, reorganized for the 40th, that was incredible. Okay. Got huge attention to the brand. A lot of people got back into it. And honestly, it's never been stronger now. Um, but retail, I think, unfortunately, I think now the fans are definitely into it. We as a fan base are definitely invested in Master Universe again. However, I think it really has for retail been a bit of a sour note, and I think that big box is they took their shot, they took their chance, right? Exclusive by Walmart, right? Returning to Target, right? All these kinds of things, but again, it definitely was a case of too little, too late, and that perfect storm of the pandemic, not enough distribution at retail, and then right, just not enough visibility at the beginning, right? Mattel did not do enough at the beginning, but around when the 40th anniversary came around, man, did they turn the jets on, and everything really changed. The fan base really was invested in it. It came back. All these announcements at San Diego Comic-Con, just huge. It really was a case where Mattel decided to invest back in the brand after the initial launch, and that was unfortunate for retail because retail got stuck with all these things, and kind of nobody really understood what was going on until it was too late. Right now, you have so many different fans saying, "I need Wave One. I missed out on Wave One. Where is it?" And you know what? It's out there. You just have to really dig for it, and it's gone to the route of resellers, unfortunately. And then there's Wave Two, Wave Three. People are like, "Where are Waves 1 through 3?" Right? and we actually saw Wave Two, you know, have a small comeback at Target with the branding of new for 22, or I think it was 22. Yes, new for 22, right? Because it came back to Target retail right at the tail end of 2022, right? So I think it really was just a perfect storm in terms of like what Master Universe was dealing with at the time. You know, again, low distribution an exclusive by Walmart with low distribution, double whammy, and then of course the pandemic, which pretty much it killed everything in terms of like overall retail for that year. So yeah, Master Universe was just caught up in all that, and it was just a terrible situation, right? And distribution alone was terrible. Many states did not get anything, whereas some states were just inundated with product. It was just ridiculous. You know, there were states who were clamoring like, "Oh my God, where is the most Master Universe? It was supposed to come out this year." And other states were like, "Please get this stuff out of our shelves. We don't want it anymore." It was just crazy. It was absolutely nuts. But today, the story for today, guys, is definitely I guess I gotta say this right. Bearbrick. Man, I keep wanting to say build a brick. Oh my god, Bearbrick is the story for today, and Mishka and Bearbrick are the stories for today. Again, Skeletor selling out, practically, as far as I'm concerned, immediately. That is just nuts. Um, you know, Again, I came back 15 minutes later and he was gone. So I imagine he sold out even faster than that. So yeah, the story for today is definitely Skeletor. Skeletor Bear Brick, $200 US, 290 Canadian, which is ridiculous. Limit two per customer, sold out immediately. I'm gonna call it right now. It sold out immediately. He-Man is still available pre-order for anybody who's interested in picking him up. Again, $200 US, 290 Canadian. Holy crap. And then Mishka, man, they're kicking ass. I mean, for crying out loud, the sticker pack, only a few left at $22. Nope, the sticker pack is sold out. So there you go. The sticker pack is sold out, $22 Canadian, which is, again, it keeps bouncing from Canadian to US, $15 US, right? The blanket, I believe, is still, nope, the blanket's gone. The blanket's gone. All right, so the blanket is sold out. The t-shirts are the only things left, and they're not that many of them. There's only small and medium left. $51 Canadian. I believe it's $25 US or $30 US. Let's just double check that. I'm pretty sure it's $30. Um, $35 US. Yeah. So the t-shirts are almost sold out. Yeah, this is no joke, guys. This is for real. And the hat, the snapbacks completely sold out. $50 each, $72 Canadian. Like absolutely crazy. Are the hoodies sold out yet? How are the hoodies doing? No love for the hoodies? Oh, the hoodies, yep. There only a few left. Yep. Just absolutely crazy. This says only a few left, but according to the actual page, it's sold out. Holy crap, everybody! Just crazy. Master Universe is a very strong brand. I'm not scared about it at retail, and we have to be specific about this. Big box retail is whatever, they'll do whatever they do, but in terms of like for the fans and fan channels and everything and all things like that, I don't think we have to worry about Master Universe. I really don't. Now I do have to say this. I knew, and I said it. I said it in my first video. This was going to sell out. I knew that Bearbrick was going to sell out. I didn't think it was going to happen in the first 10 to 15 minutes. I didn't think that was going to happen at all. I figured it was going to be an hour, maybe even the whole day. I was thinking, right? Because again, Camel Con lasted about an hour, right? Same thing with Space Sumo was like 4 weeks, like almost a month. But I knew that this was eventually going to sell out. I didn't think it was going to sell out this fast. That was absolutely crazy. And then there's the Mishka brand. Man, a lot of people. I remember there were a lot of comments on my video saying Mishka's done. Like I haven't seen them do anything in years. they still have some presence. I got to tell you, because everything's practically sold out. All the sizes that matter to adult collectibles, male adult collectibles. For large, extra large, double extra large. Those sizes matter, and they're all sold out. Right now, you can only get it in medium and small, which for somebody roly poly like me, it's not going to work. That's not going to happen, man. Like I saw friend of the channel, Mad Hatter. He got a medium shirt in the mail from Loot Crate. Yeah, he tried putting it on. It did not fit. It did not fit. It was choking him, man. It was choking him. Thankfully, he didn't get a small, because I think that would have killed him. Wow, just an amazing story here today. In terms of what my preconceived notions of Build-A-Bear. Sorry, not Build-A-Bear. See, I keep saying the wrong thing. Bearbrick. Oh my God, I keep thinking Build-A-Bear. I don't know why, but anyway, Bearbrick is the story for today. Surprisingly, I was actually very, very surprised. Skeletor sold out, and He-Man is well on his way. Probably, I have a funny feeling. He-Man will sell out by the end of the day. I think that's what's going to happen. Now, here's the reality. Between the two products, let's be perfectly honest. I was nearly certain that that He-Man, that Skeletor was going to be the one to sell out first. I was confident in that. And there are a couple of reasons for that. Obviously, the first being is he's just a more interesting looking figure. He really is just a more interesting looking figure. I mean, straight on, he looks exactly like he should. He looks like Skeletor. Obviously, you turn him 90 degrees, 90 degrees. He looks kind of weird. It's got this weird shape, but he's got the more interesting look. He-Man here, yeah, he looks kind of derpy. He looks kind of derpy, kind of odd, kind of oddball. So yeah, I wasn't really sure he was going to make it, but I was definitely sure that Skeletor was going to sell out first, and it was absolutely right. That's exactly what happened. So yeah, guys, and Mishka, man, Mishka is just kicking ass. I got to tell you, completely, like all of it sold out. Only a few left, right? Completely sold out. It's just crazy. And if anybody and anybody saying that the Master Universe is done, it's not. It's not done. Not done by a long shot. Oh gosh, this has been absolutely crazy, guys. I've been talking for like a good half an hour. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat. G Samsonite, what's going on, my friend? I thought the blanket was dope, but I passed on everything else. There you go. I hope you got one, G Samsonite. That blanket's gone right now. Speaking moistly, I completely forgot about it. So did I, actually. To be perfectly honest with you, I completely forgot about it too. The secret sale was revealed, and now it's over. It came and went, at least for Skeletor. Thundercats85, I found none of it appealing. Sorry. I'm looking forward to February 14th, though. Yeah, I am curious about that, too. What is this mystery sale? Because it's not as secret as before, because it actually had Master Universe displayed on the calendar. But it is a mystery sale. Now, it's gone from a secret sale, which was this. This was a secret sale. And now, the February 14th, Valentine's mystery sale, which a lot of people who have significant others are gonna be treading dangerous waters if they try to do something. Jose Hernandez, already $400 on Scalp Bay. No, are you serious? We're gonna get back to that, my friend. Oh my gosh, Aaron Hardy, this is not surprising me. People who like Bearbrick really like them. Yes, it appears so. $200 a pop, limit of 2. Yes, I can definitely say that people really like Bearbrick. Oh my god, I finally said it right. Greg Martinez, morning, Greg. Good to see you. Rhea, don't forget to thank you so much, Rhea. I really appreciate that. Hey, what's going on? Good to see you. It's an easy pass for G Samsonite. Greg Martinez says, yeah, I got that Skeletor and a hoodie, and that one looked cool. You got one. Congratulations, brother. That's excellent, because he's sold out now. Man, that's crazy. Good on you, brother. Glad you got him before he sold out. God Ravage, good afternoon, my friend. What's going on? Jose Hernandez. Oh, you also forgot. My goodness. Silver K. What's going on? What's going on, Silver K? How's it going, Kayla? Good to see you. Greg Martinez. Man, He-Man is still up. Yes, he is. He is. But he's going to sell up by the end of the day for sure. Geek Strong. What's going on, Geek Strong? Darren Homel. What's going on? To each their own. Yes, to each their own. Zomb 2010. Such junk. Easy, brother. Easy. Darren, not my cup of tea, but meh for whatever. As a matter of fact, and speaking about tea, cheers, everybody. Holy crap, $400 on eBay. What the smack? You got to be kidding me. Ryan Dole's in the house. What's going on, Ryan? Morning. I didn't anyone was still making these bears. Wild. I didn't know anybody was still making these bears. Medicom is actually the one making these bears. Did that surprise anybody except for me? Because honestly, I was sorry. Did that surprise anybody but me? Like, sorry, including me, because I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked that Medicom, Mayfex was the ones making these bears, and I'm imploring Mattel, please offer the license. I said give the license, but offer the license to Medicom. My goodness, Raymond, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Tom Lorenz, easy pass. Yes, of course. It's for some people it is. Rolando Flores in the house. One Punch Man. Who buys that junk? Apparently, a lot of people buy this junk. $200 a pop. A lot of people really are interested. Oh my goodness. Zom says, spend that on vintage. It's crazy. Greg, this will be a risky investment. I don't know about that. You know what? I think it was you, Greg, who said, who said it. You know, people who are into this are really, really into it. So you know, it's that kind of thing. Zom, Mattel like to screw over the customers easy. I don't know about that. This seemed to be a pretty solid offering, in my opinion. Alphatron 92. I can't imagine most people wanting this. Well, you can't imagine it, but it's sold out. It has sold out and sold through. Like He-Man is still available. True, you know, I'm not going to knock that, but Skeletor is completely gone, like absolutely sold freaking out. And He-Man will follow short after. I don't know if it's going to be a day. I don't know if it's going to be 2 days, but He-Man will sell out. Right? It's going to happen. So holy crap. Pardon me, just crazy. Ryan Dole, Americans milking Canadians for money and clear water. Typical. I've been saying that for years, guys. I've been saying this for ever since I was in high school. I was saying if a world war is going to come, bad, Jay, bad. If a war of resources is going to happen, Canada will be one of the biggest targets. Why? Because we have, most of the world's fresh water, right? At least encompassing, right? And I've always said the fresh water is going to be one of the major things to fight over in a global war, and I stand by that. And apparently, Ryan, also Canadian, we know what's up. We know what's up. We got to get ready. I'm just kidding. PSE Mar, Samar, what's going on, my friend? Maybe to accommodate the additional shipping. No, brother. There is a little bit of that. I understand, but that's stupid. Okay, yeah, like that should be added after the fact. Okay, and I know it says at the top of the page that shipping is included. You know what? I would like to see what the price itself is just. It's scary. It scares people. So I don't appreciate it. Kayla, milking. Okay, easy there. Aaron Hardy. It's not just a conversation. They are charging brokerage fees. I hear you, Aaron, but still, I find that. It says $13 flat. Okay, at the top, it says $13. All right, Aaron. So $13 is not what that equates to. All right. There's something wrong with the conversion rate. Seriously, there's something very, very wrong. Zom. Retail, nothing on the pegs around Edmonton these days. I know it's the same thing here. Our distribution up here is very bad. It really has been hit and miss. Armando, not into those prices and way steep for my liking. Absolutely. Uncosplay. Not a fan. Bearbricks, man, but streetwear is fly as F. Yes, it is. That Trapjaw shirt was mighty tempting. Look at all those emojis flying. Thank you, Uncosplay. Thank you so much. Zom 2010. It will end at retail. Why would retailers want peg hangers? Again, I think it was just a bad distribution. I think that there were many things which were done wrong on multiple fronts. So in my overall opinion, I believe we are gonna continue seeing retail. We are, but it's gonna change, and it's gonna be mostly fan channels, online retail. I don't think big box stores are gonna continue to hold on to it. Strong, it's called scalpers. No, it's called resellers, brother. It really is. And I am of the I like $400 right off the bat. Okay, that's a bit of scalping. I always say that. But if you put it on sale, resell it for either the what's it called, the retail price itself, and then let it bid up. That is not scalping. That's reselling. That's been my opinion for a while now. I used to call everybody a scalper. You cannot do that. You don't know what people's situations are. You don't know if they've lost their house. You don't know if they just got a divorce. You don't know if one of their kids is in the hospital. You have no idea what's going through some people's reasoning for selling collections or selling valuables. You don't know, and it's not for us to decide whether or not they're scalping. They are resellers, and again, first day, 200% markup. Okay, you got an argument there, but later down the road, it's appreciated in value. They need the most money that they can get for it. I'm not going to judge anybody on that. I'm not. Aaron, I think that I get that BS from most things I buy now outside of Canada. Try to only buy from Canadians. Yes, that is a sound bit of reasoning there, but sometimes you can't really. So there are situations where you can't. Zomb, if you find it up here, but many Canucks like to screw their fellow collector over here too. It is sad. Jeez, you know what? I can't deny that either. But it is a tough market. It really is, especially now with our Canadian dollar being so low. It can be tough. Hune, Bearbrick equals art toy. Yeah, it is an artistic toy. Yes, it's a lifestyle brand. 100%. $72 for a ball cap. What the f? Yeah, I know. It's $55. I believe it's $50 US. So yeah, it's crazy. Kayla, I like build a brick better. You're awesome, Kayla. Toy Connections, Mega J on the early tonight. Yes, what's going on, Ken? How's it going? Good to see you, brother. I was just gobsmacked at the fact that Skeletor sold out so quickly. Just insane. Let's see how He-Man's doing. I'm not sure He-Man will sell out today. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of certain he'll probably sell out by the end of the day or so. Holy crap! Snapbacks are sold out. All the sizes that matter for collectors, for bigger collectors, are all gone. Large, extra large, 2XL. All the apparel has been sold out. The small and mediums are still available. The blanket is gone. The stickers are gone. Man, what a successful day for Bearbrick. Finally got it. And Mishka. Holy crap, just crazy. He-Man is still holding on, but I guarantee probably by the end of the day, maybe even a few days later, he will sell out. On cosplay, streetwear is a lucrative field. Again, clothing is drippier than the slime pit. Wow, that is actually a very, 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 very accurate statement. Shogun Fox, Snake Mountain is going to be $250. You watch. No, it won't. If it comes to retail, I'm guesstimating $120. Because think about it, Shogun Fox. Think about this. It's going to come to retail. They did say it was going to come to retail, and it's probably going to be Target. I imagine it's going to be Target, or it could be Walmart, which would suck. Okay, which would suck. But Castle Grayskull from the Netflix series was released at $100 US retail. Okay, and the damn thing has lights. It's got sound. It's got motorized parts. If they can sell that for $100, they can sell Snake Mountain for $120. They will not go above that. And if they do, people are going to be crying bloody murder. $250 at retail, not going to happen. Not going to happen. Easy there, Zom. Speaking moistly, Skeletor hat looks cool. Yes, it does. It does. Just another brick life. Well, brother, there's. Did you pick anything up? No, not at $200 a pop, man. Not at $200 a pop. There was no freaking way I was gonna pick this up at 290 Canadian. 290 Canadian. No freaking way. God Ravage. This seems like a healthy brand to me. Yeah. It depends. Master Universe is definitely healthy. Raymond, $200, $72 for a cap? Yes, Raymond, and sold out. Sold the F out. Greg Martinez, they're still up at the Mishka website. Well, there you go. But whatever. But Mishka must have had a ton more. I mean, come on, it's their brand, right? They're going to want to capitalize on that. I'm pretty sure that they have a ton of stock. Whereas whatever Mattel Creations had to sell through. Ambient Shade, it's kind of the chocolate Masterverse figures. This is true. Ablo sold out too. Ablo, Virgil Abloh's woman series sold out. It was more than it was more fans of artists buying them than Motu fans. Those same fans aren't going to be clamoring to buy every standard Motu figure. I hear you. I hear you. But I'm saying, and this is what I'm iterating, that there is power in this brand. There is, right? I mean, the apparel itself, like seriously, how many people wear Master Universe branding? Like that is actually very, very strong. I want a Master Universe shirt. You can't find them. Actually, that's not true. I bought a couple. Quit saying that. It's not fans. It's resellers for. There you go. That's what I said. Resellers. I wasn't saying that it was scalpers, right? Like it's resellers. Exactly. Uncosplay, dude. Chill. Yes, for sure. Zom, chill. You know what, Zom? Okay, dude, you are yeah, you're going at a timeout, my friend. Seriously. That was uncalled for. That was uncalled for, brother. Greg Martinez, Wave 1 never saw Tila and Evelyn. When it was in retail, you never saw it. Greg, crazy. Just crazy. This will be displayed with the Shogun Skeletor. Yes, absolutely. That's actually the other thing. That like they're like those sold out crazy, and those were $400 a pop. Come on, that's crazy. Speaking moistly, the prices are slightly better than the Mattel slightly better than the Mattel on Mishka site for Canadians. There you go. So basically, if you want the Mishka apparel, guys, and you're Canadian, head over to Mishka. FFP. I had no problems with finding Motu in the beginning. Hundreds of Series 1 everywhere on huge end caps at multiple Walmarts. Again, your Walmart, whatever state you were in, whatever province you were in, they got good distribution. Up here in Canada, we saw maybe two sets every few months. It was not this good distribution at all. And some states got nothing. It was crazy. Shogun Fox, no Kevin Smith Bearbrick. Let's riot. Sorry, guys, I keep hitting the microphone. Aaron Hardy, for Canadians, BBTS is usually the first choice. Getting things done over the border is a pain. Great service, but it's just easier for Canada. Yes, Aaron, I totally agree with you. And if you have cross-border, the service of the cross-border pickups, which is a great service, you guys should check it out. Which is here in Ontario. I'm not sure what other provinces have it, but definitely check if you have some sort of cross-border service that can help you get it across with easily because you know what, there are advantages, wink, to using cross-border. Trust me. Joseph K. J. Crap isn't holy. Crap isn't holy. I say it all the time. Holy crap, dude! It is holy where I come from. Hyun. And depending on who you ask, everything is holy. Unfortunately, collaboration items are expensive because there's a company sales gimmick. I agree, Hyun. That is not lost on me. On cosplay, it's one of those art toys that shows up at cons and shoe stores. Surprised we haven't had a Motu Mooney or Motu Kid robot toys. With the success of this, we might be seeing a heck of a lot more. You just never know. Shogun Fox, Hyun, that didn't work well with G.I. Joe and Migo. Oh, there you go. Odin01, wouldn't be surprised if I see a Supreme/Motu collab. That would not be surprising at all, especially now with the success of this. This is like a test market for many. It could have been just that from the very beginning. So yes, definitely. Uncosplay Supreme, you can have that ultimate Motu drip. Gave that kid a leather trap jaw and chin guard, but make it fashion. There you go in cosplay. That's a really good point. Absolutely. Mark Headley, awesome. Craze Colonel. Hard pass for me. Absolutely, Craze Colonel. Jamu, they are horrible. Easy, brother. They're not everyone's cup of tea. I agree. They're not my cup of tea, that's for sure. But there's somebody's buying them. Aaron Hardy, Medicom makes these. Yes, I was shocked. I was literally shocked. Fish Tropic, ha 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 ha. No, I tell us how you really feel, Fish. Aaron Circumstances. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm terrible with names. Sorry, my friend. The anniversary of He-Man Skeletor pack got back into getting a few toys, including the Origins Grayskull. At 49 years old, nostalgia is a kicker. I'm right behind you, brother. Like literally right behind you. They will sell you anything, LOL, and they sell. Skeletor is sold. Skeletor Bearbrick is sold out. I got it right. Ricardo De Filippi. Motu is not dead. With those products that sell out so fast, Motu is alive. Best regards from Ecuador. Good to see you, Ricardo. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. Milk show. That's funny, guys. Aaron Hardy. People talk about how much stuff costs. I agree. Awkwardly looking away. I'm right there, brother. I'm right there. Star Max. While not something I'm into, I'm glad for those who want it. Just a reminder: what's trash to you is treasure to some. Correct. Thank you, Star Max, for reminding us of that. Fish Tropic. We need a Hasbro Pulse Canada. Yes, we do. But they're actually more, fair when it comes to their conversion rate because something's wrong with Mattel Creations. I'm telling you, Armando. Who buys this junk? It was just hilarious, dude. They are doing it. Hey, what's going on, Ray? Collecting Classics guy. Definitely go and check out Collecting Classics on YouTube and Instagram. Scalpers are ridiculous. Again, we can't call them scalpers yet. However, I will say $400, like buy it now. Yes, that is that is an argument for scalping, 100%. However, I always say the same thing. You don't know people's situations. Let's not throw that word around too liberally. Aaron Hardy, I heard about Hasbro Premium Pulse Premium Canada. I'd sign up for free shipping. It's the same cost. It has nothing to do with whether or not it's free shipping or not. It doesn't matter. Even if it's free shipping, Aaron, the problem is the when it gets to the border, it's Russian roulette. That's the real problem. Whether or not you're going to get dinged with import fees and taxes, that's the real problem. On cosplay, that man is literally peeling that man's hair off. Yeah, but you don't know if he's a scalper. Maybe he's a bald barber. Again, this is something we cannot just judge everybody. Like a blanket idea of scalping. It's not the same. Plain Classics. I get the resellers, but scalpers are truly a problem. It's a thin red line. I agree, Ray. That doesn't escape me. I totally agree. But as I said, we do have to be careful. You can't just label everybody the same. You really can't. Mason J. Pardon me, guys. That went down the wrong throat. Holy crap. Mason J. I sell my extra stuff for a nice profit. Call me a scalper, but I'm making money. Again, Mason, if you are selling it at a reasonable price, I'm not going to call you a scalper. If you're doubling it at the first day, then there's an argument for me. Collecting Classics, 120 max Snake Mountain. Exactly, I agree. I totally agree, Ray. 100%. Mason J. It's already been announced that there'll be about 120. Exactly. There you go. So thank you, Mason. If I was into the style of these figs, I'd have bought one each. $200, dude. I get it. I totally get it. I can't do it. William Randall. The blanket was sold out in 2 minutes. Holy crap! The blanket sold out in 2 minutes. William, thank you for that. Oh my goodness. Odin, $72 for a hat is nothing. Streetwear / fashion hype beast world. It's a different landscape, which looks absurd from the outside. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying it. $72, $50 US. I can totally see it. Collecting Classics. Sorry, Jay, I didn't see him. It's all right. It's all right, Ray. It's all good. I only got to that comment a little later. On cosplay, Odin, exactly. Armando, nah, they know they can sell it for $150 and people will buy it. Well, there you go, but it's going to be $120, my friend. At least that's the MSRP, right? Retailers can choose to hike that up a little bit. Andres Acuna. Andres Acuna. Hello, Andres. Good to see you. I hope I'm pronouncing that right because I screw that up a lot. Mason, just for comparison, my wife buys $300 to $1,000 purses. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, but I hope she doesn't give you the side eye when you're buying your $200 Bearbricks. Nanoski would never pay that much. Looks stupid. I'm a He-Man fan and I've never seen any Master Universe items look this dumb. People will pay anything just because it's MOTU. I hear you, brother, but there are some people who really do love Bearbricks, and we can't, no judging here. It's just a thing. Chiaco 83. I could buy it, but I breathe and think how many things I could buy for $225. For me, not worth what it looks like. Cool, not worth it, but it does look cool though. There you go, Chiaco. Very, very, Chicago. Sorry, I apologize. Chicago 83. Good. Thank you for that. Collecting Classics, Ray. But it's a good thing that they will buy anything. It keeps the property alive and offers something for everybody. That's a debatable idea. I mean, like I know what you're trying to say, Ray, but that buying anything. I mean, that in and of itself is a bit of a Super Mario Brothers 3. What's going on? Video game royalty here. Flipper Frank will have a field day with these. Abso-freaking-lutely. Hyun, the biggest problem with Bearbrick is the arms and the legs are easily broken, especially for the small size Bearbrick figures. That's unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. Oh my goodness. D Spirit, hey Jay, hope you're all well. Good to see you, my friend. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well too. Gene Miller, nope for me. Well, it's not. It's not for everybody. On cosplay, Nano, hey, I'm a nerd who cosplays and goes to the gym. It might be stupid to some, but to others, no. Like Weird Al say, always dare to be stupid. Absolutely on cosplay. You know what? Geek proud, my friend. Geek proud. Absolutely. Knights of Old. FMV is whatever to people. FMV is whatever people pay. Fair market value. Why would someone sell for less if they can get away? If they can afford to, yes. Why would they sell for less? I totally agree with that. Absolutely. Wow, it's been a pretty crazy pretty crazy day for me anyway. I mean, like I had no idea when I woke up this morning that Bearbrick would have sold through at least for Skeletor and along with Mishka. Holy crap! What a success story today for designer and lifestyle brands. Truthfully, Skeletor completely sold out. Absolutely crazy. He-Man probably well on his way of selling out. We honestly probably the end of the day, maybe even the a couple of like over the weekend. But yeah, Mishka, man, holy crap! Snapbacks for Orko and Skeletor gone. The sizes that really matter to the people who wear stuff, and like these, like I said, us big boys, large, extra large, 2XL, all sold out for the acid print of Trapjaw, Good versus Evil T-shirt. Um, Mishka, Orko, hoodies and T-shirt, Skeletor hoodie. Why doesn't Skeletor have a T-shirt? And of course, the blanket completely sold out. Oh my goodness! Even the stickers, man. The stickers pack at $15 a pop, completely sold out on Mattel Creations. Apparently, if you're still looking for these, you can find them at Mishka.com. I believe it's Mishka.com. Somebody let me know in the comments section. Um, but there was one other piece of news which I wanted to cover before, outside of tonight, because guys, I am live streaming tonight. Do not miss out on that. I will be live streaming at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. So definitely come check me out at that time. Would love to see you guys there, of course. Very, very concerning news in the toy industry, as reported by Forbes. Um, yeah, as recorded by Forbes. This is terrible. As recorded by Forbes, Hollywood Reporter, Yahoo Finance, and of course, Toy News International, which is a great resource for toy news all year round. Definitely give them a like and follow, guys. Tell them that Jay sent you. I wonder if our good friends over at Toy Habits uh, also covered this. I'm not sure if they did. Let's do a quick double check. No, it doesn't look like they've covered it yet, but I'm sure they will. Um, Definitely, guys, check out Toy Habits, another great uh, um, website for toy news all year round. Give them a like and follow and tell them Jay sent you. Yeah, very disturbing news coming out of the toy industry today. This was actually reported yesterday. Hasbro announces that it's cutting 15% of its global workforce. That is scary. That is scary. That is there's no way around it. That is frightening. Written by Jay Cochran, who covered the press release on January 26, 2023. It goes on to say that Hasbro today put out a press release announcing they will be eliminating approximately 1,000 global full-time positions in 2023. And they will be implementing a leadership and other organizational changes ahead of their financial results call on February 16th, where they're expected to announce that their consumer products business underperformed in the fourth quarter. See the entire press release below. This is absolutely frightening in terms of the toy industry as a whole. Hasbro is number one in the toy industry right now, as far as the global market is concerned, and followed closely behind by Mattel and I can't remember who the other brand is. I believe it's Lego. I believe Lego is the overall market leader, but they do pretty much a single product, whereas Hasbro does multiple products across the world. And the fact that they are eliminating 1,000 jobs worldwide is absolutely frightening. According to the press release released by Global, Yeah, 50. They will be eliminating 50% of their global workforce this year. Their reduction will start taking effect in the next several weeks. Oh my goodness! With these actions, along with ongoing systems and supply chains investments, the company is on track to achieve its goal of 250 to 300 million in annual run rate cost savings by the end of 2025 to drive profitability and reinvestment in core branding growth. That's a nice way of saying it. But out of that 250 to 300 million run rate cost savings, 1,000 jobs had to be cut in order for them to get that cost savings by the end of 2025. That is really unfortunate. It goes on to say that despite the strong growth in Wizard of the Coast and digital gaming, Hasbro Pulse and our licensing business, our licensing business has been huge for them because again, they've been licensing out, GI Joe, and so many other different products to different companies. It's been crazy. Power Rangers, so many different brands. Consumer products business has underperformed in the fourth quarter against the backdrop of a changing holiday consumer environment, says Chris Cox, Hasbro Chief Executive Officer. They're focused on implementing transformational changes aimed at substantially reducing costs and increasing the growth rates of profitability by cutting 15% of their freaking workforce. Was there nothing that they could do to cut savings, on a different level? I mean, seriously, in my opinion, that's deplorable. Um, this whole initiative, and you know what? I'm not trying to get on a high horse here, but in my opinion, and it's not going to be the absolute reason why things changed, but you already had an established packaging design team who already had packaging which was in place for the last few years, right? When you introduce a new format of packaging, right, you're spending a ton of money on research and development, right, packaging design, right, 3D modeling, all this kind of idea, uh, all in the hopes of saving the environment. And I get that. I understand where plastic free packaging has its place. I understand that. But now we're seeing now we are seeing. I'm going to make this. Now we are seeing some fallout from that. I'm not. I'm not going to blame it as. I'm not going to pin it down as the entire reason for this for this happening. Okay, I'm not. That's not what I'm doing. But I got to tell you, I am very disturbed, and concerned that 1,000 people are losing their jobs. And there was no other way to cut costs. Like that to me is sad. That to me is sad. You know what I mean? And instead of spending money on research and design for new packaging, right? Uh, the forecasting is always a tricky thing. But we knew going into 2022 it was going to be a rough year. We knew that, right? Between the what's it called, the shipping and manufacturing costs just rising consistently, the cost of gas, the cost of just basic necessities like food and water and clothing and heating, natural gas, everything was going up across the board. Those are telltale signs that something's wrong and that you should be planning for a fallout. And of course, instead of looking at people's jobs and thinking about that in the short term, in the long term, the short term is much more important, right? Like that's the way. Again, I'm not pinning anything on this. I'm really not trying to, but to me, I just look at the rising cost of toys, the rising cost of things. You know what? Reduce the cost a little bit. You might actually sell a few things. You know what I mean? Stop concentrating on newer initiatives in terms of like box design and packaging design and all these kind of new ideas. Just go back to the drawing board, make brand new toys that people will want to buy, and the innovations aside, right? We can stop innovating and just sell the tried and true action figures and just make those better, right? Pour your money into the action figures that really make you money. uh, you know um and then you know what? If that all else fails, scale back on adult collecting and just go back to your regular bread and butter, right? I'm the first one who's going to say, I, as an adult collector, would be happy to not get a new adult collector toy if it meant saving somebody's job. Okay, if adult collecting has to take a sidestep because you know what, it's taking away from the core business of Wizards of the Coast and which was concentrated on this year, as well as digital gaming and maybe even board games, children's games, children's toys. If scaling back on adult collectibles can help in any way to keep somebody's job, do it. Do it. We can survive. There are tons of toys out there for adults to buy, whether it's Japanese toys or going back to Mattel Creations, whatever it is, right? I would rather scale back on adult collectibles than have to work than somebody who's losing their job, right? And of course, as I said earlier, innovations like plastic-free packaging and different types of materials to reduce carbon footprint. That's all good. That's all beautiful. That's a wonderful world that we should all live in eventually. But for now, people need to live. People need to get to have money to be able to afford basic necessities. And when you take that away from them by eliminating their job, that is a scary proposition, and it's not something that I think anybody wants. So if we have to lose a few action figures from the adult line for somebody to keep their job, do it. That's my overall sentiment on that. And you know what? I don't think any of us in the adult collecting community would really want another Yoda figure, another Luke Skywalker, another set of Marvel action figures like this new set that just came out for what's it called, Supreme, or I can't even know. I don't know who it is, but he looks so generic. It's not even funny. He looks like a pieced together action figure, in my opinion. Honestly, that's the wrong direction, right? You shouldn't be mixing and matching parts to try and cobble together an action figure which you can produce, who nobody remembers. You know what I mean? It's such an obscure two pack for me, and really, I would rather have somebody else have a chance at okay, I got to get that ad off the screen. I would rather somebody keep their job rather than another action figure, truthfully. But yeah, I mean, and here's the truly sad part about this, honestly. Just looking at this, I didn't want to make this into a whole financial thing, but look at this, guys. Preliminary fourth quarter of 2022 revenue was approximately 1.68 billion. 1.68 billion for a company yeah, holy crap. And believe it or not, that was down 70% year over year, approximately down 40% consistently in constant currency. And I understand that. Like, that's tough. I get that. But toys themselves are a luxury, right? We have to understand that. And there are more important things that are happening. Wizards of the Coast digital gaming segment of revenue approximately 339 million, up 22% year over year. Looks like you were right? Consumer products segment revenue approximately 1 billion, down 26% year over year. Entertainment segment revenue approximately 335 million, down 12% year over year. It's been a rough ride for Hasbro. But honestly, in my opinion, and I'm not speaking for everybody. I can't speak for everybody, but in my opinion, I would prefer that they scale back on certain brands like adult collectibles if it meant that some people could keep their jobs. That's just me. There are other ways to save money. There are other ways to save money, right? A person's career, a person's job should not be one of those things that happens. And I get it. There are tough decisions to be made, but it's crazy how the ones who are making decisions, right? Even though it says that there's going to be a corporate shakeup, I get that, but it's always the lowest on the totem pole who get cut first. You know what I mean? No, sorry, that's actually not true. It actually is the higher salaries that get cut first, but it's the ones lower on the totem pole that suffer the most. I'm going to correct myself there. It's usually the higher salaries that get cut first, but the ones who cannot afford it are the ones who suffer the most. Absolutely heartbreaking. Like, completely heartbreaking, honestly. And I'm really beside myself on that one. I have my heart goes out to everybody who's going through that. That's just a terrible thing to happen to anybody, especially in this climate, uh, where we're just so um, uh, It's a tough market. It really is just a hugely tough market, and we're at that time now where no one's career is safe. What's going on here? No one's career is safe, unfortunately. And honestly, I don't. I really hope that that things are going to start getting to get better. But the truth of the matter is, things are going to get worse before they get better. That's the biggest problem. And I'm frightened. Honestly, I'm actually quite scared at what might be happening in the toy industry alone. Never mind what's happening in for everything else that the people all of our other concerns for collecting and stuff like that. Oh my god. Sorry. I was trying to help Jay out, but that's not going to happen. Unfortunately, it has all of his ads keep popping up. So I'm just gonna increase this one here. Yeah. So um yeah, just absolutely crazy to know that that's happening. Oh my gosh. Red Foreman, thank you so much for my friend for the $5 super chat. The Squadrons Supreme are the most exciting Marvel Legends they've offered in a long time. This might be true, Red Foreman, but don't you agree? They're not the best looking figures. They're terrible. They look like they've been mixed together, a hodgepodge. Oh my, I keep hitting the thing. They look like they've been slapped together. I mean, like they have pinless joints and non-pinless joints, both of them in two different sections. What happened? Like, if I'm going to pay that kind of money, for the Supreme Squadron, okay, if I'm going to pay that kind of money, I'm hoping for a what's it called, a brand new figure. The bucket cap model has to go. It like you know what they spent so much research and development on making new figures. I mean, look at Vulcan. Vulcan is a brand new freaking figure, man. Use that body. Why are you using these two outdated bodies? Not only that, it's a lazy kind of way of doing it. From what I remember, both these characters look very, very different in their classic iterations. I don't know what they look like today. They probably look very, very different. Maybe this is based on today's redesign, whatever it is. But you know what? From what I remember, the bigger guy, he's actually only got one a cape, and it's draped over his left side, almost Roman centurion like. You know what I mean? Where the cape is actually pinned on one side of his shoulder, right? Whereas the other guy, Doctor whatever his name is, he looks like a generic figure with a bunch of paint on him. I know what you're saying, Red Foreman, that they're exciting in terms of like bringing older characters to the fray, but I got to tell you, I think it was lazy. I think the way they did it was honestly really, really lazy. Okay, fine. On cosplay, you dig Hyperion, I get it, but again, I don't. He looks like a generic action figure to me. Honestly, I know I know I'm probably I might be in the minority for that, but I just, for the price alone, I just can't. I just can't. I really just can't. Seriously, to me, and it's probably not going to be a popular opinion, but I just there are other things I can spend my money on right now. But you know what? If it's your thing, it's your thing. Totally up to you. I'm just saying, Hasbro has a lot of soul searching to do, because 1,000 staffers, what I mean, 50% of the workforce, that's a lot of people. Collecting classics. Bearbrick fall into that anything category, and hence one sold out. Again, I'm not going to profess that this was a slam dunk for either brand, but you know what, in terms of like selling through, that's not bad, especially for Skeletor. That's freaking amazing. So yeah, I mean, it's not. It all depends on which way you look at it, right? But it could be interpreted any other way. Nanoski. To be honest, if I knew I could buy them, I'd sell them for money. I would buy them, but definitely not for me as a He-Man collector. There you go, my friend. Mason J. Glad there's something for everybody. Absolutely. Yep, Ray agrees. Hune Jay, what do you think of the Minico He-Man figures? I don't like them. They got these huge, the freaking huge balloon-like heads, the tiny, tiny bodies. It's very similar to Funko. I no, that's not my thing. I'm not into these non-human sized, representations. I'm just not. Juan Soto, hello from Puerto Rico. What's going on, Juan? Good to see you again. I'm surprised he sold out so fast. Why Skeletor? I wonder. He looks better out of the two, in my opinion. Out of the two, he looks more interesting. Aaron Hardy, the market always corrects. I've had plenty of things sold at a loss. There you go, my friend. Collecting class, have a great day, Ray. You too, Ray. Have a great day. Star Max, the Bearbricks hit two markets: the people who collect vinyl toys, Be, yes, and then MOTU fans. Vinyl toys exist at a higher price point. The market and at this time in line is, and it's in line with what that is. There you go. Thank you for that clarification, Star Max. That insight. Vintage MOTU. Hey everyone, what's going on, Vintage MOTU? What's happening, brother? Collecting classics. Leave it to Hasbro to keep making terrible moves. You know what? They're looking to like, you know, I don't know what they're doing. Honestly, I really don't know. Mason J, seems like a lot of companies have to do layoffs, dude. It's across the board. So many companies are downsizing. Uncosplay, former Magic player. There's some horror stories from Wizards of the Coast employees about the way Hasbro has been handling things since the CEO passed. Wow, that's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that. Aringer circumstance. You said it perfectly. I didn't want to be that guy, but I you know what? Honestly, I'd rather lose. I would rather lose toys than lose jobs. You know what I mean. I would. That's the way I feel about it. I'm sorry. That's just the way I feel about it. Red Foreman, Bucky Cap will continue to be used until the figures that are using it don't sell. Most of the budget for Marvel Legends goes to the live action stuff, but that's not selling. I hear you, Red Foreman. I hear you. I totally agree. They have to utilize the mold. I get it, but that Bucky Cap has been a while coming now. It's long in the tooth, and let's be honest, they've already developed more figures. Don't they need to make their money back on those? Like, seriously, I know a mold can cost millions of dollars, so why not start using the newer iterations that you've already put money into? That's where I'm coming from. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's not justified. I understand where they're coming from and why they're. I sort of understand why they're doing it, but at the same time, I just see it as a sort of why why not use something you already have spent money on, and people are excited about. That's just what I'm where I'm coming from on that level. Odin, the D&D world has imploded over the past couple of weeks because of Wizards of the Coast's handling under Hasbro, of course. Wow. Ray, absolutely. World of the Coast has as a whole has completely changed, and it was weaponized to make 50% plus hike in 3 years, which made work conditions and printing horrendous. There you go, my friend. Just crazy. Machine Man, head count is a massive expense. I can't deny that either. Capitan Vergiften. Free plastic packaging results. Plastic free packaging results. You know what? I'm not going to be definitive about that. I think I was speaking from a bit of a passion there, but I'll be honest with you. I'm not. There are multiple factors into the reasons why things are happening over at Hasbro, but I think that spending a lot of time and money on research and development on packaging was not one of the things that they should have been concentrating on. That's where I'm going to leave that at. Thank you for that, Capitan Vergiften. Tom Lorenz, there are so many videos on YouTube about MGT disaster from Hasbro last year. I know so many things are going on right now with Magic the Gathering and so many other properties that are happening with Wizards of the Coast. It's just crazy. Mika, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Hey Jay, and everyone in the chat. Collecting classics. Meanwhile, the packaging was only implemented on the toy division, not Wizards of the Coast packaging with all the plastics that went into making Magic products unreal. Yes, very, very strange. The overall idea of plastic-free packaging, very, very odd. Odin01, in the words of the Godfather, how did things get so far? Yes, how did things ever get so far? Knights of Old, yearly total compensation for Brian Goldner, Hasbro CEO, is $17 million. $960,900. Oh, just crazy. Maybe he could have taken a pay cut. Is that Knights of Old? Perhaps that is the case. Maybe like the Japanese do. If the Japanese, if Japan, uh, um, what's it called? What was he? He just passed. Yeah, Satoru Iwata. When Nintendo, Satoru Iwata of Nintendo, when he was, may he rest in peace. When he was the president of the CEO, the president of Nintendo, when he was the president of Nintendo, yeah, he, or was it the CEO? He was one of those two. He took a pay cut to save workers' jobs. That's something that really has to be, there's something that can really be taught big business. You know, a man like Satoru Iwata takes a pay cut so that people didn't have to lose their jobs. What the heck? Seriously, Brian Goldner. I love your name, by the way, Goldner. Brian Goldner. Think about that. Take a pay cut, save 1,000 jobs. I mean, seriously, that's crazy. Puppyplex showcase. So many corporations pull the rug under people's feet. This year's Google and Microsoft plus whoever else. Yes, massive layoffs coming for Google, massive layoffs coming for Microsoft. It is a worldwide issue right now. It's like tech sector, retail sector, manufacturing, everything. Everything's going to take a hit this year. It's going to be bad. Collecting classics. Think of the millions of Magic the Gathering packs sold. That's all sold. That's all plastic. Well, it's paper and plastic together. And the other printing toxins and card type foils that the list goes on. It's literally terrible. And what happened to Wizard of the Coast under Hasbro? Yeah, it's crazy. Aaron Hardy. I think it'd be more inflation. It'd be more inflammatory than packaging. Inflationary than packaging. No, it's not. There's inflation has something to do with to do with it, Aaron. But at the end of the day, there are other ways, and this is what I'm saying. There are other ways to save money. There are other ways to keep people's jobs. As I said, Satoru Iwata, right? He took a pay cut. Let me try and bring that article up. Um, I'll bring that article up. Uh, all right, check this out. Um, this is something. When Satoru Iwata was the head of Nintendo, okay, Nintendo went under some major because this was during the time of the what's it called, the DS. It was the time of the DS. It was the time of the Nintendo Wii U, which again, massive underperforming sales for Nintendo. They bounced back with the Switch under Iwata's leadership, but they also failed that year, multiple years. And check this out, guys. This is something I think all CEOs and bigwigs should take a page out of Iwata's book. Nintendo boss Iwata halves pay and Miyamoto's wage cut as well. So at the time when Satoru Iwata was the head of Nintendo, rest his soul. He took the whole idea of Nintendo's what's called failure personally, and he took it on the chin as well. Nintendo president Satoru Iwata has announced that he will take a 50% pay cut in response to the company's continued financial problems. Mario creator Shigeru Miyamoto and another director, Genyo Takeda, will also take a 30% wage reduction. The 7 other members of the company's board will also take a 20% pay cut, according to AFP reports. The changes will take effect in February and last until June, at which time the adjustments will be reviewed based on the company's ongoing progress. Today's announcement comes over a week after Nintendo's significantly reduced predictions for the company's performance this financial year based on primarily poor sales of its struggling Wii U console Wii U console. Terrible. Overall, Nintendo now expects to make another loss. Iwata's previously cut his pay for a time after the company's wobbly launch of the the 3DS. This is a second pay cut at the time. Although that machine's fortunes were restocked by a quick fire price cut and a double punch release of Mario 3D and Super Mario Kart 7. Nintendo published last night their financial results for the fourth month ending December 31st. Wata will face investors as a regular quarterly meeting and presentation. I can't remember where it was about the. I'm pretty sure. Now he did this in order to save jobs. It doesn't state that here, but the gaming historian and multiple other sites did what's it called cite that. By the way, this is Eurogamer. I want to give credit to the sources. I'll just type in again. Iwata pay cut to save jobs. Let's see here. Okay, so there is no actual there's no actual reference to saving jobs, but the reality is no one got fired at Nintendo. Okay, there were no reports of massive layoffs for Nintendo at that time, and in which case, all those executives who took a pay cut literally was able to help Nintendo bounce back, with innovations like the Switch and other things. Look at them now; it's crazy, right? And it's all thanks to the leadership of Iwata and Shigeru Miyamoto. Lots of guys, like true leadership in many regards. Now that's just me talking. Okay, I'm just a talking head here at the end of the day. But I'll be honest with you. The idea that higher ups would take a pay cut so that the company could survive and stay afloat, that to me is true leadership. That to me is immense. And I do have to thank yeah, I do have to thank Knights of Old for bringing up this stat that Brian Goldner's CEO, his yearly compensation is $17,960,900. If he would just take a pay cut for a year, he and along with other executives in the company, they could probably save some of those jobs. That's just me talking out of my ass because I don't know that for certain. But Nintendo was able to do that, and Nintendo's huge, right? I don't know how much bigger they are than Hasbro. I have no idea, but we're talking about Nintendo here, okay? And at the time, Satoru Iwata, man, what a hero! Like I'm gonna put that out there. That's just me. Again, I'm just a talking head. Like I just look at things. I look at actions, and I think they speak louder than words because people can do this, all day long, right? But the reality is, no one's like laying people off and making people lose their jobs. That is not action, right? That is the wrong type of action. That's the wrong type of action. Red Foreman, thank you for the $10 super chat, my friend. I really appreciate it. Current prices have discouraged parents and reuse the lack of accessories, leaving a bad taste in collectors' mouths. Hasbro has to decide kids are collectors because they can't split the difference. And I'm exactly like that. Exactly falls in line with what I'm saying. I would rather lose, an action figure, an adult collectible, rather than the bread and butter of Hasbro, which is kids' toys, board games, Wizard of the Coast. Keep all that stuff. If you have to scale back, instead of releasing 12 figures a year, or whatever, 24 figures a year on Star Wars, on Marvel Legends, with the upcoming indie line, hold that back. Hold all that back. Like, scale back, wait a little bit. Don't spend all that freaking money producing these toys for adults. Keep making the kids' toys, keep making your bread and butter, and save some freaking jobs. Right? If you're not going to take a pay cut as an executive, do something which will save the company. Because honestly, and losing somebody's job, losing somebody's livelihood, I as an adult collectible, as an adult collector, would rather lose, my favorite toy that I love, rather than seeing somebody else lose their jobs. Kids aren't going to understand that. You know what I mean? Kids, and again, kid toys are your bread and butter. That's where you need to concentrate on. That's just me being me. And I don't know. I'm on my soapbox now. I didn't mean to go all crazy like that, guys. But seriously, it really does burn my biscuit when I hear that people are losing their jobs, and the higher ups are not taking a pay cut. Like, that's just, again, I could be talking about. I'm just a talking head. I'm just talking out of my ass here. I'm just really, really miffed and really just upset. I'm just very, very upset at what what's happening all over the world. And this is just me venting my frustrations on that level. Thank you guys for indulging me with that. That was it's just crazy. J Frog, Mega J Retro, you don't know much. How can you cut products to save jobs? How can you pay the employees with less money from cut products? If the cut products aren't selling, J Frog, right? We're talking about stuff that tends not to sell. Star Wars products are overpriced. They're way overpriced, right? So if they're not selling because of the price structure and figures that nobody wants, right? Again, there's just so many indications that there's something you've got to cut back in order to save jobs, right? And jobs should not be one of those things you cut back, all right? And I said, I might be talking on my ass here, but I'm coming up with ideas, right? I'm coming up with ideas, which again, I would rather sacrifice a toy line, right? An actual a figure line, right? Rather than sacrifice somebody's job. That's what I'm coming up with, right? There's an idea, there's a solution, right? And if it doesn't work in 6 months, fine, bring it back. But you know what? Save those jobs for 6 months. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Do you see where I'm coming from? I would rather lose toy lines than lose jobs. I hope you understand that, J Frog. I'm not trying to say I don't want toys to come back. I don't want. That's not what I'm saying. And I don't. Yeah, I know nothing. I'm just a dude in a chair talking with my head. You know what I mean? But I'm coming up with ideas, right? That's the idea. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And I don't know how many times you posted that, but it's just nuts. Popular Associate, I remember getting into collecting, buying 4 Skeletor Gods for $40 each, and then a month later they were $13. I felt bamboozled. Yeah, exactly. It's tough. It really is tough. Mason J. So collecting is an addiction. At some point you gotta end the addiction. If toys come to an end, and so be it. Not life-ending event. Yes, right. Life-changing. I don't know about life-ending, Mason. It's not life-ending, but it is life-changing. Losing your job is a life-changing situation. It's crazy. Collecting classics, guys. Don't spam the chat with nonsense, please. Thank you, Ray. Chef Amady, you're not late, brother. You're not late. Popular Showcase. Hyperion figure would be cool if made properly. I agree. I totally agree. I 100% agree. Drizel, I'm loving the Deep Cut Squadron Supreme. 2 characters I never thought they'd do. It beats another Wolverine variant. I agree with that too, but I don't like the way they did it. That's just me. Tickle Me Mask. Mega J Retro, Hasbro released products to sell to pay employees, not cut products. Think about your employer. If they make less money, how do they pay you? I get that, Tickle Me Mask, but at the end of the day, if those products aren't selling, right, a lot of them are peg warming right now because nobody's buying them at the inflated price. Right? Everyone's talking about how it's $35 to buy an action figure right now. What the F? Like, seriously, who's buying these things? Nobody's buying them. So shut it down. Do you see what I'm trying to say? I know I might be in the minority here. I might be. I'm not saying it's a solution. I'm not saying it's the solution, but I'm saying it's a start. You can scale back for 6 months to see if it actually works. You can hold back what's it called? Raiders of the Lost Ark. You can hold it back. You don't have to produce them yet. I'm just saying. I know when the wheels start turning, things happen, but the money's already been spent for the R&D. But you know what? When you're spending money for the production of them, maybe you can save some of that money and actually, save some jobs. Sun Studios 2.0. The raise prices on old bucks. Why not make the old bucks $19.99 and then you pinless dress 20? Exactly. Good solution. Sorry, good suggestion, Sundown Studios. Pardon me. Sundown Studios 2.0. That is a really good suggestion. Too many hobbies. Hyperion looks cheap. I need him. That's exactly. I feel that way anyway. I'm not, but that's a repeat of the last one. Raymond, Hasbro cuts jobs and Hasbro job cuts announcements was hoping to gain investors' confidence in the future of the future share performance. Looks like it didn't work since the share price is still falling. It's scary. And again, whenever you say cutting jobs, that doesn't instill confidence in anybody. Greg Martinez, 50% global. How many employees does Hasbro have? If Hasbro has 30,000 employees, that's 4,500. Could this impact the production in a critical manner? That's still 4,500 jobs that are lost, my friend. Greg, that's still 4,500 jobs. That's a lot of people who are going to lose jobs and not have a job tomorrow, That's just crazy. Um, okay. Uh, I don't know what's going on, but it's been posted a couple of times. Public Luck Showcase. To be honest, I started waiting for sale for clearance sales when the prices were raised. Before that, I had no problem buying them for $20. I get it. I totally get it. Chef Amidi, I can't help but feel that the people who bought out the Bear Bricks are about to fight each other as they attempt to make bank on the niche of a niche product. Yes, I totally agree. Um, okay, I don't know what's going on there, but it keeps getting posted. Um, Quality over quantity. I agree. Totally. Tickle my mess. Quality over quantity. They don't make enough. The key is making certain profit or AKA making toy. Yes, I agree, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Reduce certain toy lines which aren't making any money, and practices which aren't making money, and save some freaking jobs. That's what I've been saying. I didn't say to stop all the adult collecting. I said scale it back, right? But I would rather lose, a certain line for a time to save some jobs. Public Associates. A Herald of Galactus figure is dope. My son just got paws on the mold. It's amazing. There you go, brother. Tickle Me Mask. If they prefer cheap profit over Bearbrick type profits, Bearbrick doesn't want to be big as they have as many employees though. It's a give and take. We're talking about two different companies now though. Tickle Me Mask. I know what you're saying. William Wilkinson. These things are sold out. How many people will be buying any? Will be how many people buy anything? On that note, let's take a quick look at how He-Man is doing because Skeletor did sell out, but He-Man was still kind of there. Let's see if He-Man actually finally sold out, and He-Man's still available. So if anybody's interested in He-Man, but looks like everything else at the quantities that are important to people like me in terms of apparel size, they have actually sold out. So yeah, He-Man's still hanging tough. So we're gonna see how long he lasts. I'm thinking probably by the end of the day, or maybe the end of the weekend. Night Train. The problem with not laying off people is that if the company continues to lose money, eventually it will close, and everyone will lose their jobs. It happened to me once, unfortunately. I get it. I totally get it. But I'm just saying that there are other things to do. As I said, Iwata took a pay cut, right, to try and save the company, along with multiple other executives. I'm just saying there are other ways to do this. There really are. Um, I think William, you already said that earlier. William, isn't that the point of having money? Terrence and John, what's going on, Terrence? Good to see you, brother. Um, let's see here. Doctor Who 93. Just curious, are you a web developer? Just asking because I remember you using inspecting element, looking over the HTML. Yes, I am. I am a front end developer. Yes, thank you, Doctor Who. You catch things quickly, brother. You catch things very quickly. On cosplay, just seeing it on screen. Brian Goldner is the CEO who passed in 2022. Well, there you go. Unfortunately, that's what happened. But I think the idea that was being proposed was that the salaries of these executives is huge, and if even one of them was to take a pay cut for a short time, not talking about 2 years, 3 years, whatever. I'm talking about a small pay cut. It could potentially save jobs. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. 2021. Um, let's see here. Vivi is the chosen one. Now that The Last of Us is a TV series, I'd like to see God of War being made in live action, whether it's TV series or a movie. Uncharted was a fail, but The Last of Us was a success. Honestly, I'm going to put it this way. I think The Last of Us was a success because it's rooted in kind of reality, and zombies are always popular. I'm not sure, especially with the expense of creating a series like God of War. It's very much on the same lines as Game of Thrones or Spartacus. Those are expensive series to make because you got to do a lot of green screening. You got to create sets. Whereas with The Last of Us, you're in Canada. You know what I mean? You're basically up in the north. It's cold, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Or you're in Los Angeles. You can do a little CGI or just distress a certain area. It's not nearly as expensive. Star Max, hi Jay. Just to clarify the previous point, Brian Goldner was the former CEO of Hasbro. He passed away. Current CEO is Chris Cox. So this is all under his watch. I get it. I totally understand. But the point that was actually trying to be made, I think, was the size of salaries of these executives. King Panther, Mr. J. Layoffs are a bummer, but I still like Hasbro. They did the best two toys overall last year, in my opinion, which were Galactus and Serpentor, and the Classified is amazing. Panther love Hasbro. I get it. I love them too. But at the end of the day, I'd rather save some jobs. That's what I'm just trying to say. That's all. Chef M80, this is comparing apples to oranges. A Japanese company has much different morals than an American one. Yeah, but that's exactly my point. In a lot of ways, that's exactly my point. Morals are at the root of what's happening here. They're like people's jobs are just disappearing. Where are the morals? Where is our humanity? Like this is actually what Chef 80. You're saying exactly what I'm saying. Like, shouldn't we care? Should we not care about people's jobs? Puppy Blacks. I just hope that eventually they will release Morg as a standalone figure. Well, that's hopeful. Uh, Mason J at Chef, completely agree. U.S. corporations are about greed. Keep the heads well fed, overworked workers, and don't pay them. And that's the problem, right? And this is something like there needs to be a corporate culture change. And I think if that I'm not sure that's exactly 100% accurate, but honestly, we need a corporate change of conscience, if anything. Capitan Vergiften, you can't compare Japanese idiosyncrapy. I can't idiocracy. You cannot compare Japanese idiocracy with American greed. Again, even though we can't compare that, what we can do is we can take lessons from that kind of idea. That if companies should try to put their employees first. That's what I'm hoping for, anyways. Nintendo was a 133-year-old company, started out with like in many ways, and they were a card game company, and for many of those years. Mason J, American greed, consistently complaining about plastic-free packaging. Crazy. Fenris 30, greed is the biggest factor here. Randall Guzik, board members are stockholders, and board members and stockholders mean more than employees and customers. The customers who pay these corporations cowboy salaries. Wow. Vivi is the chosen one. They bought the bucket cap. I thought the bucket cap was already gone. I can't believe they're reusing it again on Dr. Spectrum in a 2-pack with Hyperion. I just, again, I'm just laughing about that. Hasbro was founded in 1923. I know. Puppet Luck Showcase. Parents need to brainwash their kids to buy toys too. Like I did. I was brainwashed my nephews and nieces to buy dude, see, here's the thing. There's a misconception that that kids no longer buy toys. Kids buy toys. Kids still buy a ton of toys, even though electronic devices like smartphones and things like that are still prevalent. Toys. Hasbro's a toy company, and they wouldn't be $1 billion toy company if they didn't sell toys. Mason J. How about to be more educated? Yes, actually, that's a lot better for me. 100%. I totally agree. Pablo Martinez, I didn't know this. It's pretty crazy. It's a sad state of affairs right now. On cosplay. On a more positive note, has anyone else stoked for PowerCon? Four Horsemen just teased their dirge for it. Awesome. I hope to go to PowerCon this year. I really do hope so. John Razval Adi Aleph. John Razvalef. I'm sorry, my friend. John Razvalif. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, which I'm not. I'm butchering your name. I apologize. If they make less toys, they need less employees. Also, I'm not saying okay. And again, I'm just a talking head, right? I'm just kind of exasperated at the idea of losing jobs, right? And all the kind of toy lines that I see, which are not selling, which are just hanging on the pegs, and the prices that they're being sold at, just ridiculous, right? So I don't know. I could be in the minority here, or like I said, I'm not smart enough to even know what's going on. But the reality is, I would rather cut back on adult collecting if it means saving a few jobs. That's all I'm saying. Pablo Martinez are responsible for 1/4 of the toy sales annually, around $9 billion worth, and the biggest driver of growth throughout the industry, according to the data from the NPD group. It really is just crazy. Radical Toys. I wish all those people who are losing jobs at Hasbro will be okay. Do you think those workers know ahead of time who's going to be let go? Unfortunately, not. They've probably been told how many days they have left, but again, it's on a case by case basis, right? It really is terrible. Companies know income tax time is coming. That I'm not sure that's done in light, but this unfortunately is a very serious project. Maybe he did. Jay Diorama. What's up, Mega J and fellow collectors? Some good news and some not so good news. The Melvor. I foresee 3 3/4 inch making a comeback with these crazy prices we're seeing. Yes, absolutely. Popular Showcase. I think they sold out because Medicom is actually a good means that, that Mayfix might do more. I hope so. I hope that this means a lot more. I'm hoping. Snell's World. I'm definitely not buying one of those. Mr. Cool Runner CR. Bearbrick, what crap figures? Really, idiotic Skeletor sold out. Yes, he did. Let's hear it again. Hitting refresh. He-Man is still available, but most of the products have sold out. Red Foreman, I wish Hasbro would just raise prices and have every figure with multiple heads, hands, unique power, effects, and accessories, complete with Mayfix and compete with Mayfix and Mezco. Red, that is the wrong. That is the wrong. I mean, I agree with you with everything else except for the raising the prices. I really don't. I really don't. Nobody's going to buy them. Like that whole industry will crash, right? The reason they're able to sell them at the prices they are is because they're affordable. Mayfix is a very small part of the industry in terms of like adult collectings. Like seriously, not everyone can afford $100 figure. That's crazy. That sentiment is dangerous. That is a dangerous sentiment, my friend. I respect your I respect your idea, but I really hope that never comes to pass. Honestly, William Wilkinson at Pablo Mendez. These numbers are wrong. Um, again, I try to look up. Like I don't know which numbers we're talking about. But old IT guy, hey Jag, glad you put an afternoon stream. Watching it, watching while away from my van, looking expensive. Wonder what Hasbro's focus on gaming means. Hopefully, it's not more mobile stuff. They have a digital market and they also have board games, so it could be either of those. Chef M80, unfortunately, us carrying won't have any effect as the board members and shareholders carrying. I hear you, but I've always been of the opinion they should really take a page out of Satoru Iwata's book and really consider taking pay cuts so that they could save some jobs. That's just me. Red Foreman, thank you for the $5 super chat, my friend. I really appreciate it, and of course, all the super chats you've been sending. Chris Cox was the head of Wizards of the Coast. He's not taking any kind of pay cut for other people's benefit. I can see that, and it really is sad. Snell's World, cancel the HasLab Star Wars. They had 3 failed HasLabs. I know all that research and development money going nowhere. Fenris 30, I'd buy a lot of third-party toys, and those are always in closed boxes, so I don't really mind. There you go, my friend. Greg Martinez, all these dumb executives who decide to make 1 billion Landos. Decisions are made. Popular Showcase, I tried to buy a lot of Lego sets, and those are in closed boxes. I hear you, brother. But even that has a different problem in and of itself. I mean, you can't exactly display a whole bunch of Lego products in window boxes. They're building bricks. They're building bricks anyway. But it comes down to the idea that maybe you're missing a few bricks. That's where it gets really, really scary. J Diorama, what's up, Mega J Rich? What's up, J Diorama? Good to see you, my friend. Shogun Fox, who's playing GoldenEye 64? Greg Martinez playing Pokemon Stadium 64. There you guys go. Shogun, man, those price tags make me shit bricks. You're hilarious. Jason Mixon J, 1 billion. Exaggerating a bit. It's $1 billion industry, of course. Obviously, that's a bit of a stretch. Guys, it's been a crazy afternoon. Thank you for joining me for today. Honestly, I've crazy things happening in the world of toys right now. I mean, you know what? I didn't think today when I woke up that Skeletor, Build-A-Brick, which I finally have been able to say properly, would sell through. And I was really shocked at seeing that Mishka, all of their apparel products in the sizes that most adult collectors are going to buy had sold through. Holy crap! The only things left are medium and small for all those products. He-Man has not sold out yet, but let's be honest, he will sell out. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it might be by Monday, but He-Man will sell out. Definitely, Skeletor selling out was not a surprise to me. He is the better looking of the two figures, in my opinion. So, not surprised at all that that's happened. And of course, on a sadder note, Hasbro lays off 1,000 staffers, 50% of the workforce amid cost savings push. I put forth the idea that, you know what, maybe there's a way to save more jobs, perhaps pay cuts for the executives. And again, that might be unrealistic. I don't know. But Satoru Iwata, when he was in charge of Nintendo, took a pay cut to save salaries and jobs. Same thing with Shigeru Miyamoto and many other executives. Now, there's no actual proof that they did that because they wanted to save jobs, but it really did help. I'm pretty sure. And on that, I think that we can take a page out of that book in order to try and save people's livelihoods. That's just me. I'm a glass half full kind of guy, but it really does burn my biscuit when people have to lose jobs. And I see all these action figures on the pegs that are not selling. That really, really does piss me off. Because decisions can be made. You know what I mean? Research and development on other things did not have to happen, right? I don't know. It's just, I'm just, it hurts me, man. It just hurts me. Really quickly, I got a couple of things in the mail today, which I'm going to be, doing a live stream later tonight. So I hope you guys will join me later tonight for my live stream at 1:00 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you guys will join me for that. And I've just got notice that one of the packages I'm going to be picking up this afternoon is something I really need to open fast because if there's anything wrong with it, I got to send a notice to Mondo as soon as possible. Yes, guys, I am talking about Mondo He-Man. So I gotta get that back in here as fast as possible and unbox it, see if it's okay, so that I can I can get a replacement if absolutely necessary. But something that came into the mail today, which I wanted to take a look at really quickly. So I thought I'd unbox it. I take it out of this box. I'm not going to do a full unboxing with you right now, but let's take a look at what came in the mail here, as well. Friend of the channel, Dave, from Germany, sent me this. I'm super excited to find out what this is because apparently it is a convention exclusive from Germany. So I think it was Castle Grayskull Con or something like that, like MOTU Con. I'm super excited that. First of all, thank you, Dave, for sending this to me, David. I really appreciate it. This is going to be so great. Dave has already sent me care packages in the past. He's amazing. My lovely cornflakes, my honey nut cornflakes or crunchy nut cornflakes. Dave, you're a huge friend of the channel. Thank you so much for that. But I'm going to open that up tonight. But I wanted to find out what was in this package, which was sent to me by ecollectibles.ca. If you guys don't use them, definitely they're a great service for Canadians. So let's crack this open right now and see what came in the mail from ecollectibles.ca. So I know what this is, but I just wanted to open it up for you guys, to open up the box in front of you guys, because this is going to be hilarious. And I'll probably do a full unboxing of this at a later date. I just found this funny as heck when I saw it, and I was literally right. Originally, I wasn't going to buy these. I always have wanted to dive into this line, but I really had no reason to do so until now. And wow, eCollectibles is actually offering a 10% discount off my next order, which is awesome. Thank you, eCollectibles. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate that. All right, guys. So here we are from ecollectibles.ca. I wasn't able to get all three, but I got 2 out of the 3. The third one, I'm gonna have to hunt the third one down, and it's gonna be pricey because I don't think they're gonna reissue these at all. Now, this one's gonna get me into a lot of trouble because I wanted to get these figures. Originally, I was hoping to get some of these figures because I'm a huge fan of Gladiator. I love the Gladiator movie. Gladiator was a huge movie for me because of Master Universe, right? And when I saw these Gladiator figures come out the very first time, I was like, should I get them? Should I not? The price was just a little bit outside my price range. But seeing some reviews now, I really do want to try and track down Wave 1 and Wave 2 because Wave 3, I had to get these because they were literally disappearing so fast. I didn't even think that they would be that popular. Traditionally, female action figures don't sell very well. But these, for whatever reason, these ones sold out and ended up selling out quickly. So, guys, from ecollectibles.ca, which was the only place I could find them after a while, I picked up Combatants Fight for Glory, Tadala and Valata. Valatia. Sorry, Vlatia, and Tadala. Uh, now, if you guys don't know what's going on with these two, first of all, uh, I find them. I thought they were great figures to begin with. I thought they were great, but I wanted to get I wanted to start collecting this line because honestly, I'm a huge Gladiator fan. I love Gladiator, but these figures I knew would not last because lately there have been a couple of videos showcasing certain traits about these figures which people are just going nuts over, and I knew for a fact that this would actually end up being something where these would not last and or not be reissued. So yeah, definitely wanted to pick these two up before they sold out. I had to get them at retail because I do not want to pay the prices people are asking for them on eBay. The prices people are asking for these two figures on eBay are just astra freaking nomical right now. It's just stupid. So yeah, really glad I was able to get these two at retail price. Now retail price in Canadian being $75 freaking dollars a pop. So yeah, that's really great figures. From all accounts. Now, some people have been manhandling the feet on these, and they snapped off. But that's because I think they were just not being careful. But yeah, definitely super glad to get these. If I am able to get Bernice, I think it's Bernice. I'll try to get her eventually. But yeah, super glad I was able to get these two into the collection. These things are going to start going up in price, unfortunately, because of a party trick. And I do mean a party trick that these two do that is just making waves in the toy industry for whatever reason. It's not like and the funny thing is, it's not like it's the first time it's been done, but for whatever reason, in action figure form, yeah, these two have a party trick which a lot of people are going gaga over for whatever reason. I wonder why. Jeez Louise. Anyway, stoked to get these two, and it's probably going to send me down a freaking rabbit hole to get some of the male figures, especially from Wave One, because they looked amazing. Honestly, I really wanted to get that lion-headed. He looked like a centurion, or with the lion mask, and he looked exactly like the guy from Gladiator, who was played by the actor who played Tank on Captain Power. So again, one of my all-time favorite movies. But yeah, super glad to to have these two in my collection now. I'll do a full unboxing on these as I have time. But tonight, something's coming in tonight, which I just don't have. I need to open up. Right? It's He-Man from Mondo, and I have to open them up as soon as possible so that I can decide whether or not I need to get a replacement. So wanted to showcase these guys because they just came in. But yeah, thanks guys for hanging out with me this afternoon. Oh my God, crazy day. Just as a final note, but actually, you know what? Before we start logging off, I do want to give a huge shout out to all my Patreon and channel member supporters, as always, for all the support that they give me this year, especially. That's been hugely supportive for this past holiday season. I want to thank Princess Cagley, Old IT Guy, Robert Cam 33, Joseph Michaels, Gamerbud, Maniac Plus Toy Shop, Jordan Canada, Nolan, Mitchell Bennett, Randall Gazig, Schwartzmad, Snell World, Skyfall, Emma Toys Canada, Palpatine 1975, Darth Kumar, Smoked Ham, Kevin Herbert, Efren Rivera. Efren, I'm sorry I keep having a hard time with your name. Rufus Roger, Nolan again, Nolan, the second Nolan, John Joker, Sir Clifton, Terrence St. John, and of course, All Tremendous Toys. I think a few more channel members have joined the MJR community. Thank you so much for that, guys. The channel members and Patreon supporters of this channel help me make wonderful episodes every single week, and I couldn't do it without them, especially this past season where things were tough. It was really tight for me this past holiday season. These guys really stepped up and helped me out. Thank you guys so much for that support. If you're interested in becoming a channel member and have the means to become a Patreon member, please check out my Patreon page. It's Mega J Retro on Patreon. And of course, you can become a channel member supporter and join the Mega J Retro community here on YouTube. I really appreciate it, guys. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Last comments before we start. We're going to wind down right now, guys. Last comments before we start logging off. Vivi is the chosen one. McFarlane Toys is catching up with Hasbro based on their prices. I know, but they still are in terms of like what they give you and what they are Still one of the better brands out there for value. John Raz, I'm sorry, my friend, I'm terrible at this. Raz Valiev, John Razvaliev. I'm hoping I'm getting close. I'm really butchering your name. John Razvaliev. Hasbro jumped on their prices too fast. Realistically, the prices of everything has gone up. I agree. I totally agree. But I would hope that they could do something to change that so that people can keep their jobs. Shogun Fox. You watch G.I. Joe Classified will be $35 a fig. They're already that. They already cost that up here in Canada. Totally. Ian 2800. Really, Skeletor is a huge seller, and Bearbrick is a monster. Has a monster following. I already said that these were going to sell out. I already sort of knew that, but I didn't think that they were going to. I didn't think Skeletor would sell out in 10 minutes. I did not for the moment even believe that. Mason J. I guess MOTU is canceled. LOL. Thank you, Ray. Hit that like button. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that, Ray. Chef M80. This is supposed to be the year of Skeletor from Mattel. I wonder if the Bearbrick is artificially sold out before He-Man. I don't think so. I totally agree with Ian that Skeletor is a huge seller and Bearbrick is a monster following. I totally agree with Ian 2800. Puppy Black Showcase burns my donkey biscuit too. Yep. Shogun Fox, chocolate He-Man sword. No. Chef M80, are those helmets or spare heads? They are both. Actually, no, they are helmets. They are actually helmets. So the gimmick with these, the hairpiece, the hairpiece actually comes off. So that's the gimmick with the head. And after the hairpiece comes off, and it has hair underneath, so it's not just a peg. So it has hair underneath, and the helmet goes on top of the head. So yeah, that's actually really, really cool. Very, very cool. I really appreciate that about these figures. One of the reasons why I actually went in on it finally. The other reason is wink, wink. They have a really cool feature. Snell's World. Is it true that my Target MOTU has a 1 foot footprint? I'm not. I don't know, Snell's World. I have no idea. On cosplay, party trick. Do I want to know, or is it cringe? Truthfully, it's a bit of. There is a bit of cringe involved. You should Google it. You should Google it on cosplay. Take a look at some reviews on YouTube. You'll figure it out pretty quick. It'll make you blush. It'll make you blush. Odin01. Tigress of Gaul. Yes, Tigress of Gaul. That is correct. Coming out of retirement, Tigress of Gaul. Yes, Odin01. Yes, thank you. Oh man, here we go. Snell's World. Tomorrow is the day of the apocalypse. Well, I hope not. Snell's World, I really hope not. Healing Dread. February 14th, MOTU will drop Pink Sorceress or more Virgil chocolate figures. It only makes sense. Valentine's Pink or Valentine's Chocolate. I think I read your comment before, Healing Dread. You never know. We might be surprised. Then again, you might be right. I have no idea. Greg Martinez. Skeletor was under 5 minutes. Dude, just crazy. Ian 2800. Take care, Mega J, and keep casting. Thank you so much. Ian. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I figured as much. VV is the chosen one. It was nice seeing Dex on live stream last week. What are his go-to toys, by the way? Transformers. Yeah, Transformers. Dex is a Transformers junkie. And Voltron. Dex is a Transformers and Voltron junkie. He loves Transformers. Chef Emily, I really wish the drop for Valentine's will be Randor and Marlena 2-pack. Dude, that would be incredible and would sell out immediately. Oh my goodness. Snell's World. Planet X Apocalypse is being oh, okay. I see what you're saying. There you go. Thank you, Snell's World. Appreciate that. Guys, thank you again for being here tonight. It's been this afternoon. It's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you today, seeing Bearbricks being the success that we knew it was going to be. I knew it was going to be a success. I said it in my video. Skeletor selling up before He-Man is not a surprise. I saw that coming. I saw that coming a mile away. One last refresh just for the heck of it. How's He-Man doing? Is he going to sell out today? The answer is no. He-Man will not sell out well, at least not now. He's not going to sell out before the stream ends. But everything else has sold out again in the sizes that most collectors wear. Mishka, and Bearbrick, congratulations on your sale today for Mattel Creations. Amazing. Congratulations to Bearbrick and, of course, Mishka. You guys, just incredible. Guys, thank you again for spending some time with me this afternoon. It's been an absolute blast. Last comments before we log off. Snell's World, any update on those ramen toy He-Man heads? We just sent, thanks to John over at Emerald Night Photo. We were able to get one of the He-Man bodies over to Ramen Toy, so they are working on it. So huge shout out to Emerald Night Photo on Instagram. Definitely check him out, guys. You will not regret it. John, thank you so much for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. Thank you so much, Snell's World. You are the best. Guys, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. It's been an absolute blast hanging out with you. Healing Dread, $73. One expensive hat. That really is. On cosplay, yes, let the dolphin begin. Absolutely. I hope you're all doing well, guys, and staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. We have the power, everybody. And apparently, Bearbricks and Mishka do too. Good journey. Geek proud, everybody.